Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday morning to you. I hope that your day is going well. My day is going great. I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I've been doing our 52 weeks video here today, which we usually just do it. At the beginning, it was a lot easier because I was cleaning my kitchen and I could do it along with you. And then now towards the end of it, I'm like, all right, a lot of it's outside sweaty work. I'm not really doing it on camera because, you're sweaty eyeballs, or it's just raining or something's going on. And so a lot of things we're just talking through. So these videos become shorter and shorter and shorter. And that also helps me out on a Tuesday to make my day a little easier. But then I usually have been filming an extra video and putting it later in the day. So I thought, why don't I just do it all in one? Is that better? Would you rather have an all-in-one video, or would you rather have them all separated? So you got 52 weeks separate from it. We only got a few more weeks. We're in week, what are we on? We're on week 38, so we only have a few more to do, but I thought, let me just do it all in one. So you're gonna get an all-in-one. We're gonna talk 52 weeks. We're gonna make some food. We're gonna have a great day today. So for this week, this whole month, we've been going through, we're on 38 weeks. Isn't that pretty cool? 38 weeks. You've been stuck through it, pushing through. I love it. It's a good thing. So if you haven't, and this is just you starting, you can go back. YouTube has all the videos for this Tuesday, 52 weeks we're going through, and you can go through your entire house. You're gonna be cleaning it out, weeding it out, decluttering it, getting it organized, feeling on top of your game, which is a good thing. And then you're also going through, we're doing just different routines and things to help healthy routines. Things you may change in your own life, things you may not. And then also we're focusing on emotional wellness, because I think our mind needs a good emotional wellness revamp, don't you think? I know I do. So you can watch the videos. You also have a book for this series. It does everything we're going through. If you want a quick thing, you can purchase it below. It just supports what I do. You don't need to. Anything that I do, any of my books that I write and have below, cookbooks, homemaking books, the fall at home books, they're just meant to bring encouragement to your days. Do you need them? No. It just supports what I do. Linked below. You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy them through me. Either way. But if you can't, just watch videos. I'll encourage you every single day for free. So this week we're going through, this whole month we are prioritizing self-care, looking for ways to help yourself. I think our world is very much focused on self-care, self-this, and you see women going and getting their nails done and getting facials and all those things, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I do remember times in my life where I was like, I can't get a facial because I can't afford it. Well, I never even got a facial. I can't get my toes done because I can't afford it. I can't leave my kids because my priority is my kids right now. So how do you do self-care for yourself when there are times that you can't do those things? So last week we talked about doing the scheduling a wellness checkup, and that's good, and that's fine. Maybe it's just kind of going through things if you can. No worries if you don't want to go to the doctors or can't physically because of money, because I get it. But maybe it's just time to rethink of what you were doing in your own life to help prioritize the self-care for yourself. So this week we're focusing on dedicating a day to rest. Now, you think, well, yeah, I do dedicate a full day to rest. Do you dedicate a full day full rest? Sometimes our rest definitions, I think, from what I've learned, is this for everybody? No. Sometimes I think, like I know on our Sundays we have church, you're still going, you're still doing, you're still coming home. We pretty much just shut up, don't have to worry about food because whatever is in the refrigerator, or make yourself ramen night. And it just makes it easier on myself, and don't clean, don't do any of that stuff. But sometimes then I'll just lay in bed and I'll just scroll through my phone mindlessly, and I'm not truly getting rest. And so I know that this last weekend, I had to do a little bit of work, but then after that, I went out and I went to the pool. And I didn't put on whatever videos, and there's nothing wrong with whatever videos. I put on like a Bible podcast, and I had a sermon, and I just listened to those, and I swam. And I was just enjoying the quietness of this, and then I took a walk. And I didn't listen to things, I was just enjoying nature, even though there wasn't a whole lot going on. It's just a neighborhood. It's not like I'm seeing bears and stuff in the woods, which thank God I don't, but it's just that relaxation of being outside. And then I sat outside, and I had my dinner, and it was just myself and quiet, and the Lord and my Bible and looking things up. Even though many times I wanted to grab my phone and look up something, look up on social media. Let me just scroll. I didn't. I chose not to. And I just really did focus on quiet. Took a little nap, woke up from that, and that's like just something about doing and shutting yourself off from social media, off from your phone. It really does recharge and revitalize you. So that's what I'm going to encourage you to do. Maybe you can't get a whole day. I get it. But instead of laying there and watching shows that really don't do any good for you, you don't scroll through media, and there's nothing wrong with shorts and all those things. I get it. But time and place for them. Really shut your mind off. Shut your mind off. Put on something that's going to encourage you, something that's going to bring you some life. A teaching, a podcast, something that's going to encourage you in your days and the days to come, and just let you just think about the things of God. That's where I'm going to encourage you to do today. And just find something that's relaxing for you. For me, swimming in my pool, being in my sun, sitting outside and just enjoying the quiet. It's a good thing. I know right now they're working on a church behind our house, and so it's so noisy Monday through Saturday. All the time. I step outside and it's like, oh my goodness, it's so noisy. So when Sunday came, it was nice. There was a little bit of noise from church, but I don't mind that. But afterwards, it was just quiet. And I was like, wow, this is very, very nice. So I took advantage of it, stayed outside, and just enjoyed that peaceful, quiet time. Was it for an entire day? No, because I don't have an entire day. But I got to enjoy those few hours of just quiet and enjoy. So that's what I encourage you to do today. Focus on finding a day, a few hours, and dedicate it just to rest. Rest in your body. Maybe you need a nap. Take a nap. But when you wake up, don't scroll on your phone. Relax. Watch something encouraging. Watch something uplifting. Even if it's a show, but watch something that's going to bring some encouragement to your day. That's going to enrich your life. It's going to make you be a better person. That's what I want you to focus on for your monthly prioritizing self-care. You may not get your nails done. I haven't got mine done. I haven't got my toes done for a long time. You may not be able to do those things. That's okay, but prioritize the restful part of it. So, all right. That's the first one. Okay, for this month, we're also focusing on serving with joy. So I talked last week about volunteering at church, helping out, doing things. So this week, I want you to focus on either organizing or setting up something where you are doing a donation drive. And that can look a whole bunch of different ways. And that might just be gathering, cleaning out your kids' clothes and toys and going ahead and donating it to a cause. Try to find something that, there's a lot of groups, and I know that we had one in the mountains, and it was just focused on helping families after fire or like a major catastrophe or disaster, and they just gave things free to people. There's groups for kids, things like that, just women's shelters, things like that. Look at giving to those kind of things. Nothing wrong with giving to the other ones as well. But see if there's something more specific in your area where they just give freely to people. Now, for myself, I'm doing something a little bit different. We are having a community garage sale. We have one a couple times a year in our neighborhood. And one of the greatest things that I like to do is, because I have a lot of stuff that I can pass along and do things with. And even when the garage sale came, I was like, people come, they ask you, if you put a price on something, they ask you, well, will you take this for it? Sure, I'll take this for it, whatever. Because in reality, that stuff you're gonna have to take back in your house or do something with it. So one thing that I came up with last time was a garage sale was just leave the stuff out there and say, it's just free. Go ahead, take what you need, take whatever you want to do with that item. And so it was nice seeing the people in their hearts, because a lot of people were like, well, I don't just want to take it, let me just give you something for it. And so having a donation garage sale is a great thing. I know one of our churches one time had a bunch of stuff people donated and just gave it away, and they said it's donation only garage sale. Do you know that they make more money in that donation garage sale than they would by people putting 25 cents on something over and over and over and pricing everything out? It's like, that's such a waste of time. Just put donation. You may have people that are greedy. Sure, you may have people that are greedy that take advantage of it, but for the most part, people are like, oh, donation? Okay, I'll give what I can to it. And so realizing that people really do just want to give, and it's much better than the whole other way. You know what I mean? So try donating. Think of, I know my stuff, I'm holding on to my stuff right here. So when I have ours in our neighborhood, I'm just gonna put out there and be like, there you go. It's just whatever you want, go ahead and take it. It's like one less thing. It can bless somebody else. It can be a blessing without having to profit off of things. You know what I mean? If there's you need to profit off things because your own bills, I get it, sell whatever you have to do. But today, more focused on the giving to others and organizing that and seeing how you can bless somebody else that could use something that maybe you're not of use, like my little pods. Those aren't going to be of use to me anymore. Greg and I realized we love our coffee pot. These have been great helpers for us for a long time. We've used them for many, many years. They're still very good. There's nothing wrong with them, but it's something I can say, here, you want to use these? Go ahead. They're going to be an awesome asset to you. Avoid giving things that are broken, dirty. Would you want dirty things? Would you want dirty toys? Would you want clothes with rips? Yeah, but they're better than what poor people have. No, 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 no. Is that how you want God to treat you? Do you want God to give you a bunch of broken pods and say, well, it's better than none at all? No, that's not how you want God to be. You want God to give you ones that are pretty good, almost new, of use to you. That's what you want. Clothing, if you want someone were to bless you with some clothing or shoes or something, you want dirty, smelly shoes or ones with holes or rips in your clothes. No, you want some nice clothes, right? That shows true blessing, not just giving your leftovers. So think of that when you're giving and donating things for today. And that's going to help with our whole serving with joy part of our series. Right, for our organization, we are working on our storage areas. This was my storage area. I told you this is my closet up here. And it's going to be about, like last week we went through organized thing, or decluttered that closet downstairs that had a lot of stuff in it. I pulled that out and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do certain things with these. There was one thing I pulled out my air fryer and I was going to get rid of that, and then I realized, you know what, we do use that for certain things, so I put that back in my closet because I know that's something I use, but everything else, I keep staring at it, walking by going, yep, I don't need it, I don't need it. So that's where at the end of the month here I'll be taking it and passing it along. So for the other thing you want to do is you want to organize your areas, label them if you can. Now me labeling that area is not pointless because it's open, but up here is important because these are my containers. This is one good thing I did in the mountains is I labeled my plastic bins. I would love to say I had different colors for every single season, but usually it's about moving things around. And so what I've done is labeled which decor is which one. So this is my Christmas tree. Christmas decor. We have spring, summer, extra decor. And then these down here are fall ones down here. And so just being able to label them so you know what's in them, that is a huge game saver. Sometimes even like if we did like certain like I have one Christmas box over here and it's kitchen stuff. And so because I do a lot in my kitchen. So then that way when I pull up my bins, it's not of, what do I have? Where does this go? What, you know, because that's how I used to do it. And I have this huge bin just sitting everywhere. And I'm like, what am I going to do with each of these? But now it's like, this is specifically for my kitchen. This is specifically for our Christmas tree. And it doesn't mean that we won't put anything else in here. Like I think in our tree one, we put other things in it. And there's certain ones that don't have a lot of in it. So then we put like our garlands on top. And so, because that would take up that space. So you're going to organize and label your stuff. Label. And if you don't have a fun little labeler, just use a black Sharpie and write on it. I used to use an index card with some packing tape and we wrote on that as well. That was one way we organized and labeled it so we knew what was in the bin. Clear bins are nice too. My clear bins, I found it broke a lot easier, so these harder ones seem to hold up. We've moved a lot and they do hold up over time. So clear ones have cracked more. These stay pretty good on our storage. So labeling your stuff today. That's what we're going to focus on, labeling your areas for your storage. So see, 52 weeks is done. There's 3 simple things that we're gonna do, but we're still gonna stay and do more today because I gotta make some food. We still gotta do live, so stick around, we'll do some more. All right, so this is Tuesday. This is the continuation of my day. So what I did, I filmed all my beginning videos. I filmed my weekend vlog today. The encouragement, I filmed my daily Bible chapter video, which I film on another channel. We just read God's Word Monday through Friday. That's it. We do a little, explaining a little bit of like just adding to like explanation if we can or insight onto it. And so I just did that this morning, and then I filmed my 52 weeks, and so that took me to about 11:30. Started early this morning. We're doing the Bible project videos on YouTube. They're free. You can watch them, and then we do this walkthrough Bible. So we go through, I'll read I wrote this book, you get this in my thing, you read through, you read the teacher's introduction, read about it goes through and explains each Bible chapter, what they're about, so explain it, then we watch the video, then we go back and talk about it, there's questions in there that we go through, there's even independent studies sometimes, we take it and they do Bible verses and memorize them, sometimes I have independent work, so then I have them go through and read different passages, and they pick it and do their own story on it. There's some assignments they can usually write about it. We always do Bible trivia, and then after so many books, we have like a compilation and do Bible trivia. So we are up through right now. We just finished 1st and 2nd Kings, so that was really good. So we just got that done. So this is one of our favorite classes. Everybody loves it. They're engaged. They like doing it. So this was good. And then they just went for a walk. So they went for a walk to get out. So I'm like, okay, we pulled out the grilled cheese and tomato soup. Ate that up real quick. Everybody ate it. It's delicious. And then I'm going to make dinner tonight. So for tonight, one thing I bought to make was stuffed shells. Greg wanted me to make lasagna. And I was like, oh, lasagna. Nobody eats lasagna. Or they didn't before. It's such a big pan. I didn't want to waste it. So I thought, why don't I do stuffed shells? Because I can take them individually. Same thing, lasagna, just a different shell form. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 2 kinds. I'll do one for Jensen with the dairy-free cheese, and then also do one regular for everybody else. So we're going to make those next, and then hopefully I'll get some breadsticks in there too to have with it. And a good little meal for today. I get lunch is done, lots of snacks still, lots of treats, so I'm not worried about having any extras that way. So good things. What I'm going to do is get a pot of water boiling, so we're going to do 2 boxes of jumbo shells. Put some meat in my pan here, and we're going to heat that up on the stove. This would be a really good day if I had my garlic done. I have not done that yet. We'll see if we do it today. So this I'm just going to heat up on the stove. Very simple, yummy. So that'll be the start. We'll have the pasta, the meat, and then we'll do our 2 cheeses together to make the mixture to stuff inside. Okay, so something that we really like and they love is breadsticks, homemade breadsticks. Think of those long cylindrical ones that you used to get at the store, and then you brush butter on it. So good. You can make them yourself so easily. That's what we're gonna do today. So I am gonna do one batch makes 8. I'm doing 16 because I know they like it. So you normally add 1 cup of water in here and a tablespoon of yeast. I will be doing 2 tablespoons of yeast in here, and then it's just 1 teaspoon of sugar. I'll be doing double because of the size. So I'm gonna put this in here. Turn it on for 1 second, let it sit, and then I'll come back and add the rest. And you're gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 because we've got double, and it is 2 tablespoons of oil for 1 batch. I'm gonna turn this on. I'm gonna add my flour. Normally I'm gonna add 2 1/4 cup of flour. I'm doubling it, so 4 1/2. Okay, that's going to continue to mix there. I'll put it in ferment. I've got some eggs over here. I've got to do a salad, which would be really good. So I've got spinach and regular lettuce. I'm just going to wash it, put it in a pan. I'll have that for dinner. Look at the girls. Look what they did. They went for a walk. Look at how fun. Look how pretty. That's so pretty. Amanda's hair. Beautiful. It's Anne with an E. Did she do that to her hair? Yeah. So pretty. That's beautiful. I'm just gonna make a little bowl here with spinach and the other salad. I've got cucumbers here, cut up, put on there. We'll do the eggs, and that'll be a nice little salad with tomatoes. Okay, I just texted Jayden because she does the dairy-free too, and one of those things to make like a stuffed shell recipe for 1 person, you'd have to make a ton of it. So I just texted her. I'm like, do you want one of those as well? I said, because you don't usually have that. So she said, yeah. So that's good. So I'm gonna make a tiny little bowl salad for her, so I can make her food, so that tomorrow when we see her, I can drop it off and she can have it. I just tore the lettuce. I do cut it. I don't mind it, but I don't know. Will it all get eaten today? We'll see. So I just tore it. We'll just cut it with scissors. Let's slice up the cucumbers. Okay, my eggs are done, so I'm gonna put them right in here. This little thing's awesome. Makes your eggs perfect pretty much every time. There's a few times that are like stick to it, but for the most part, it does amazing. Okay, I'm gonna chop up some carrot. Okay, I'm laughing at plastic. I'm like, it's such a big thing to get out. We rarely use it, but when I need it, it's always like, oh, I gotta drag it out. So this is good. No one really loves tomatoes, so I put those in the middle. This will be yummy. This will be for Jayden. I'm not gonna see her today, so I'm gonna see her tomorrow, so I want to put the eggs separate. This is good. We'll put cheese on this. I can remember to get some out of the freezer. Orange cheese. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is get out my ingredients to make the mixture and the filling for the shells. Okay, so for my filling, I would do the same for lasagna. I'm gonna be doing ricotta cheese and mozzarella right here and Parmesan, and then I'll put some spices. I'll do Italian seasoning just because I want to get rid of this, and I'll do an egg in there, mix it up. Now for the dairy-free one, I get I say dairy-free, I should say it correctly, lactose-free. Lactate cottage cheese, this works really good, and then I use the Gaia mozzarella shreds, so good. Mix it together, and he can do Parmesan cheese, and so can Jade, so I'll do Parmesan cheese in there. Same spices, same eggs. I'll do 2 different bowls, and then that's what we use to fill our shells with. And then we'll put them in a pan with our sauce. I gotta finish the sauce too. So it's very simple. Okay, normally I don't add spinach, but I was like, I have spinach, let me add the noodles. We have no cold water here in Florida, at all. So my refrigerator pitcher had this much in it, and there's not much in the ice machine or the ice box. I have no idea why. So I did my best to put in a bowl here of cool water, so I just keep going by and going like this so it can mix with a little bit of cool water that it has so it doesn't stick. It's all good. So I think I'll put these in squeezy bags, like I do for donuts, like what do they call it? What do those kind of bags are? But we're gonna go over here first and finish our sauce. This I had a leftover marinara in the refrigerator, so we will definitely use that. I'll put some water in there, and then I have another jar of sauce. You know, I can make it my own. I don't mind using jar of sauce. Okay, so then I put water in here. I put more because I have some a tomato paste. You can use tomato sauce, whatever you want. Tomato paste is just a concentrate from, you have tomato juice, put down to tomato sauce, and tomato sauce is just put down to tomato paste. So you can get tomato paste cheap, get tomato paste, it's cheap, and then you can just add water and that makes sure a different consistency. So I'm just gonna put all this in here. We'll add, let's see if we need any more spices. The other thing I'd probably add to it would be, did I add salt and pepper to this already? I don't think I did. I added the other spices, didn't I? So the only other thing I would add to this would be some sugar. I know it probably goes against the grain of everybody else, but we'll see. So see how it's kind of, I'll probably do a little bit more liquid just to make it more stretched out when we add the pasta to it. Let me go get some more water. And the reason being is so that when it's cooking in the liquid, it'll absorb. Okay, stir this. This will come to a boil because I need this done so I can fill my shells. I mean, I can do the shells and add this after. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna look and see if I think I've got some metal tins up there. But we'll see. Jane might just want to put hers in the microwave too. Okay, let this just cook here. Now is where how much and how many is this going to make? So I've got a big pan for dinner. As I'm filling the bag, I'll just have to kind of count and roughly estimate how much everybody will have with a little bit extra. And then I was going to do a bigger pan for Jensen. He's just one boy. He's not going to eat that much. So I'll do one of these for him. I'll do another one to freeze if I have enough, and then there's one for Jaden as well. And then I do have another square one that I will freeze for us later because I feel like this is going to make a lot. I know it's going to make a lot. So let's just fill them. Use a little squeezy thing. Awesome, use squeezy thing. Never have, so that'll work out good. Okay, ended up with a lot of these. So I've got one for Jaden, one for the freezer, one for Jensen, one for us now, one for the freezer, and then a lot left over. Was that a whole package? Probably not. Probably a package and a half is what I used. So don't feel bad about throwing away. I know. Don't feel bad about throwing away, mamas. It's okay. But I am gonna not reuse it. I'm gonna use mine. We have a little bit of Alfredo in the refrigerator. So what I'm gonna do is I got some chicken right here. I just put it in the microwave. This was in my freezer. I'm gonna put on top with the Alfredo sauce, and that'll be another dish. Maybe someone won't like the stuffed shells. It's a possibility. And then the rest I'll cover up and put in the, I'm gonna put cheese on them too. For these, how am I gonna do this one? This one I'm gonna freeze. I actually won't put this lid on because I want it to go in the freezer. Hold on, let's get some paper. This one is gonna go on here, and I'll show you that. I'll cover it with wax paper, and then we'll put it in the freezer, not wax paper. The aluminum foil, put it in the freezer. The other one I'll put and bake in the oven. Jensen's I'll bake in the oven. Jane's I'm just gonna put a lid on it, put it in the refrigerator for her so she can just heat it. The other one I'll put in the freezer and just freeze it. When you go to heat these up, Let them thaw. It's gonna take more than a day. It's gonna take like 2 to 3 days, sometimes 3 to 4 days in the refrigerator. I know, it does. It always, everyone's like, take it out the day before. I'm like, they never thaw in a day. Like I've never had a lasagna thaw in one day. So 3 to 4 days is what you're gonna need. And then when it sits thawed, then you can bake it. Sometimes it absorbs all the sauce, so when you go to bake it, sometimes it's a little less full. Since it's not lasagna, it's more shells, it'll probably be okay. If you have any issues, just open a jar of sauce and pour it on top before you bake in the oven. This will be great. Easy, a dinner that's been requested. I haven't made it forever, but we got it. Okay, doing that job is always a big one. Always make sure you plan for more so you can make double, especially when you make a lasagna or stuffed shells, because it's so much work. And so to drag all that stuff out twice, it's a lot. Easier if you're doing lasagna. I wanted to do the shells. That was something I thought I could do extra and freeze, which it worked out. So I went to go put them outside. I'm like, that freezer's full, so I had to put them in here. Look at what I get to finally use. Miss Carol, you got me these a long time ago, and I've been waiting to use them. Today is the day. So we finally get to use these parchment paper. Let's see, how's this open? Oh, look at that, it's little sheets of, look at that, it's just one piece. How much easier that is. I just pulled out two to put it back in. Yeah, or maybe I'll need two. Okay, I'm gonna roll these out. 16 of them, roll them like you want to. You can even just roll the whole thing out like a rolling pin, and then like a rolling pin and then like a big square and then cut it, however you want to do it. I'll do it into ropes. Kids like it that way. It works out easy. So let's do that. Put them on the paper, let it rise for about a half hour, and we'll bake in the oven. I'm looking for my chopper. Let's see, I see stuff in here that shouldn't be in here. The kids have depleted, but we took them to do some running with her, some errands. So I'm like, okay, so dishes didn't get done, that's okay. Tuesdays are my day that I usually don't even do dinner because I make enough on Monday so that Tuesday, or I do something easy. Tuesday is usually my all day filming where I'm doing all of my, which I did this morning, and then I have to go up and edit. It takes a long time to edit the daily Bible chapter, the Bible ones. And so I usually try to get a lot of extra done that day, but it's okay. Today I'm a little bit longer. I'll be up there working tonight. That's why I don't have anything else to do besides just check school and stuff. So, but today I want to make something a little bit more because I know Wednesday and Thursday night we're going to be a little bit busier, and I'm not sure how much dinner I'll need around here. So that'll be good. Okay, let's roll these out. Okay, those will have to rise for about 20 minutes. I turn the oven on to preheat it. I'll be putting that in, taking them out, melt some butter with garlic and Italian seasoning. I'll brush it on top, and then I'll take the dinner and put it in the oven. That'll be it. So let me just clean up my kitchen. That's what I do, and then I can be done in here. They'll come home, take care of dishes, and the rest of the house. Okay, down in the kitchen, I just realized we only have a few chips by the empty the drawer, so I'm gonna put these in the back. So I've got my breadsticks in the oven. I was looking at my list for today. It was literally bread, stuffed shells, breadsticks. I put grapes, question mark. I didn't get to my grapes yet. And check school, which I am doing daily Bible chapters, Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday's video. So this was good. So now, oh wait, grapes will be there. Another, not going anywhere. And I have 2 avocados. I did not do anything with those avocados. I had great big dreams of making this avocado corn salad I found. It was like avocados cut up, corn blackened and put on, tomato. It looks so good. I think I got you that. No. It happens, just busy. The corn we ended up eating with the burgers. That was after my epic fail. It burned, and then we just ate the corn separate. I just totally forgot to save any, so it's all good. It's all good. So we'll wait on these breadsticks. I've got butter here. I put in a container, glass dish, and I melted it and put garlic and also Italian seasoning in there. That'll work right there. That'll be good. We'll get to the garlic to maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we'll do our baked roasted garlic. We'll see. That's the key, is every day it's like, okay, whatever you don't do today, we do tomorrow. So I usually try to keep my Tuesday a little bit easier because I will be spending so much time upstairs editing, but sometimes you just end up working late anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Today's just a longer day. Roll with it. That's what you gotta do. So, okay, let's wait for this to get out. We'll brush it on. We'll put our dinner in the oven. Good Tuesday. Okay, I just finished school with Jensen, so I got these out. These are done. I didn't want to make the parchment paper so nice. I hate to ruin it, so I just took off the one, poured it on top here. We'll put lots of butter in here. The dinner is in the oven, so all you do with this is just lather that butter on. Is so good. Key is lots of butter, lots of spice. If you can just do butter, that's fine. But if you want like good, wholesome restaurant food, add some good stuff to it. That's what your family would like, I promise you. That's why everybody says the Amish have really good food. Why? Because it's nice and flavorful. They don't skip around when it comes to flavor. This is kind of like going on top here. This is so good. And I put Parmesan cheese on it too. This is like everybody's favorite breadsticks. Oh my goodness, I can make a whole thing of this and it gets eaten. But I knew I have other over there too. So I would put some of this on. They like this stuff, so I buy it. Look at that. Okay, perfect. So these are so good. If you want a really good breadstick, rule your family with your homemade goodness. I promise you. Right here, put the butter on. See how you even chipped on the butter? Don't chip. I was chipping because I'm trying to make it all fit on one thing. But this is so good. So we're gonna have this. We'll have salad, and we're gonna have the dinner. So I'm gonna let that sit in the oven for about a half hour and cook. It doesn't really need to cook, it just is kind of heating up, melting the cheese in there. So I'm gonna go upstairs and edit for a little bit. It's already 3:20, later than my usual time, but that's okay. That's how life is. I got to do school with Jensen. I will work on editing, and then the kids will come home, and I just have to check Steven's math. That's the only one I really have to check, and then the rest will be good. The girls, they usually are good telling me what they have to do, so good day. So I grabbed some Starbucks coffee here, my pumpkin spice. I don't mind that at all. It's a little pick-me-up right now. Sometimes you need a little pick-me's-up, Mom. So good things, great day. And hopefully, we'll go for a bike ride tonight. That's what I'm hoping for. We were talking about doing something. It was pretty toasty today, so we're thinking maybe like a bike ride would be nice. So we'll see, and if not, maybe just a walk tonight. So, okay, I'm gonna run upstairs. I'll come back and show you more when dinner is done. Okay, the kids came down and I heard them ravaging in the kitchen. They're like, breadstick, breadstick, breadstick. So I was like, hold on. I said, let me get dinner out. So this is what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. So this is everything. Look how delicious. This is the stuffed shells. Look at that. So everybody can scoop out a stuffed shell in here. And then if you want, this is the dairy-free one. This is just literally Alfredo sauce and chicken. So you get a little bit of something. We didn't waste the noodles. We didn't waste the sauce. Here's a wonderful salad that they'll be forced to eat, ranch, and then the wonderful breadsticks for dinner. So this will be a nice homemade meal. What are you guys all laughing at?
Sorry. Ew. No, I smelled the eggs and I got
Whenever they hear salad, they're always like, ew, they like salad. They do.
I got to look at the eggs.
Actually like the
They like the breadsticks better, so it's all good. They like salad. See, Stephen likes salad, so it's good. So it's a good day. I'm closing today's video. Everyone's gonna eat, so you have a fantastic rest of your day. Are you guys ready? We will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.